Hi, my name is Jeanette. I'm from Delphi. I'm going to talk to you today about glass cutters and whether or not you need glass cutting oil. There are a number of different kind of glass cutters, including a very inexpensive one like this, which has a steel cutter wheel, and going up to some that are quite a bit more expensive. The differences between them are largely in the wheel. The wheel is the part of the cutter that's right here at the very tip. The steel wheel cutter head is intended for people who are only going to do a couple of cuts. It's going to wear out very quickly. It is not a precision instrument. So if you're just going to cut up a couple of pieces of float glass, the steel wheel will do the job for you quite nicely. But if you're planning to get into stained glass or you're working on a more difficult glass than float glass, you're going to want to have a carbide tip wheel. All of these have carbide tips. The differences between them are purely in how they handle. This is a pistol grip cutter. It's meant to be held this way. The head of the glass cutter needs to be vertical, or as close to vertical as you can get it. So a cutter like this pistol grip, is intended to be comfortable for people who have a harder time holding the pistol or the pencil grip, or who feel more in control when the cutter is held in this fashion. If you like the pistol grip is for you. I personally learned on a pencil grip, which is a grip like this. It has the same exact cutter head, but it's meant to be held in an upright fashion, sort of like a pencil. It also is easier because I don't have all the range of motion some people have in their wrists, so I stick with my pencil grip. We also have what's called a Thompson grip. It's meant to be held like this. It puts you real close to the glass. Some people feel that makes them have greater control on their cutter, and control is what it's all about. If you like the Thompson, this is the thing to have for you. This is a modified, also by Thomas. I said Thompson, it's Thomas. This is a modified Thomas, and again, the whole idea that you feel in control of the glass. So again, this puts you real close to the glass when you're holding the cutter. All of these have the same type of cutter wheel. Some of them are less expensive. The plastic handled ones are a little less expensive. They are just as good. There is no reason that you have to have a metal handled cutter. If you do a lot of cutting, the handle will last longer if it's metal, but the head is the same, so it's not going to last any longer. All of these models here are made to use cutting oil. Now the cutting oil traditionally was used when you used a steel wheel cutter. At that point in time you needed it. The cutting oil removed the dust from the glass. It prevented the cutter head from rusting. The carbide tip cutters do not need oil. Some people still use it. It makes them feel comfortable. If it makes you feel comfortable, you should use it. It's not a terribly expensive product. It does get oil on your glass, which I find to be inconvenient. The only thing it really does if you're cutting with a straight edge is that oil will sometimes act to lubricate the straight edge itself, so your cutter will slide more easily. But other than that, the oil is not essential. But as I say, a lot of us in glass are traditionalists, and if you want to use oil and it makes you feel good to use oil, you should use it. Thank you.